Hi, I'm Dave Dorey and I'm here with Vincent from Campisi Childcare Ministries in Kampala, Uganda.
Thank you.
Hi Vincent.
Hi.
And Vincent, how did the End Child Sacrifice campaign actually start?
We started when some of the children in the community had gone missing and would always appear in the newsprint. A kid has been found with the head missing, a body has been found with private parts missing, and this really affected us a lot, and we decided to take up a challenge, a campaign to see this stop in our community. And this mainly happened when one of our own very own kids called Alan, who was found when he was bleeding in the bushes, was cut and was castrated, but he was still alive miraculously. And we took him up, and he needed lots and lots of funds to get his life back.
And are there any other children within your community who've been affected by this issue?
All the children have been affected. They fear strangers, they fear to talk to anyone they don't know. And recently we had one who is called Mukisa George, who was completely mutilated, and he wants a plastic surgery so that he can ease himself like every other young child in the community. Yeah.
And what would you like to see happen in the future? And how would you like someone watching this video to respond?
We want to see a complete change. We want to see a change in the law. Uganda doesn't have the law against such practices. Most of the victims, those who are caught in that practice, they're charged as murderers, yet in actual sense they're not the ones who did the murder. They just paid the witch doctors to do the murder. So in this case, they are convicted like third parties, yet in actual sense they're the ones who paid for that to be done. So we want to have a law. We want to have a court that will charge them. Like in Uganda, we have so many courts, like for anti-corruption, land court, commercial courts, but we don't have courts against such practices on the children. So we want everyone who is seeing this to go out and sign the petition against us, so that we have the laws in our countries changed to favor the children for the future generation of the country.
Okay, so the first thing is to sign the petition on the Jubilee Campaign website.
Right.
And we've also started a fund to help the survivors of child sacrifice, like Alan and his father Hudson.
Yeah.
And if you could tell us a little bit about Alan and his father and the difficulties that they're facing.
Yeah, when Alan had that, the parents were poor and they're still poor. So the father had to sell the few property he had, like his land and house, so that he could see Alan's life restored back to normal. And that's where we found him after he had sold everything he had owned. Now we're into the process of restoring Alan's family. His dad, we want to constructing for him a house, a 2-bedroomed house, so that Alan could have a decent life even after surviving the sacrifice.
So we're asking people to give generously so that we can provide the prosthesis for this these children who are affected.
True.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks very much for your time, Vincent.
Thank you.
Thank you.